Hey, Scholar, whose book are you reading now?
I'm enjoying a great reading by Stephannie Solomon. Her conversational writing style, disciple-centric themes, and liberal approach to topics is such a blessing to me. She's so on point.
Wow, she sounds like someone I want to hear, and her book's like something I need to share with my book club.
You know, her books are accessible through all electronic mediums and at the brick-and-mortar booksellers, and you can hear her on her weekly blog talk radio show.
I take it she's on Twitter and other social networks?
Yes, and she's funny, too.
Sounds like the author and her books have great personality. I'll be getting my copies today.
Well, hello there. Great day, everybody. Happy Monday. And to God be the glory. Oh, my God, great things he has done and continues to do. Hi, thank you for joining me tonight on this beautiful Monday evening. If you're new to this channel, I'm Stephannie Solomon, the host, and Winning Ways is the podcast for the evening. Well, I am an author, podcaster, and life coach. And all I do here is just teach from my books. And there's always something new to pull from my chapters. All right. So what I need you to do before I jump into tonight's topic, which are 3 benefits from being grateful, 3 benefits that you get just from being grateful. I need you to, especially those of you who are on that YouTube channel or YouTube side of the woods, the YouTube family nation, however you want to call it. I need you to press subscribe and like and share. Yes, comment. Thank you very much. I am trying to grow the community over here. It's new to me. It's recent, and it would be so very helpful if you would help me out on this side. All right. And Facebook family, just keep on sharing. And that would be so appreciated. Today is a great day, and it's always a great day if you're above ground, I tell you. And it's even a better great day. I want to give a shout out to Sierra and Grave as they celebrate their 2nd anniversary. I'm so excited for them. My loves. I love them so much. All right. Well, tonight I'm coming from my first book, Conversations with the King, meditations that equip, empower, and encourage. And I'm coming from the chapter, I've Got to Tell It. All right. And I just want to read a really short excerpt from that. All right. As much as I dream and value the affections of people, I recognize that my love for Christ must continually outweigh my desires, aspirations, and human relationships. God has not given to me all that I want, but he has given me much. I know that if it were not for his mercy and grace, I could be dead, yes, demoralized, detained, or deranged, or a deranged person. Life has not always been kind to me, but God, knowing his purpose for me, has seen fit to let none of these things be. Well. None of these things. He has let none of these things be. Because I've learned, I tell you, if you live through grim and grime, and you live through having to show grit and have grit, and in various stages and phases of life, you should learn some lessons, and I've learned that there are benefits to being grateful, especially when we're in the thick of it. Thanks for jumping on, guys. Could you please subscribe, like, share, engage? Thank you. And so what I want to do is share a couple of things that I've learned. And like I said, this is one chapter, and I'm always being inspired. People are asking me, are you going to write again? If the spirit moves, if it moves, then I will. But there's always something to say, and I'm not going to keep writing addendums to what I've already written. But I will say this, there's always something else to say, about what God has given me. And so I've learned that being grateful has benefits. It is a weapon of God. Yes, indeed, it is a weapon. One of the benefits to being grateful, and I have had clients say to me that is so very hard to do, to be intentional about, to make myself, because in front of me is all that's not right. And I agree with you. It is very hard. You have to be extremely intentional. Even if it's just one thing, just one thing, just one thing. And if you have to say the same thing over and over again every day, that's it. It works. It chops away at the things that are not going well, things that are roaring, and raging, and even the restlessness that we share. And so being grateful will quiet our soul. I am an advocate for soul care, and being grateful will take our mind, whether it's a short time or not, but it will take our attention off of all of the negativity that's going on. It doesn't mean that the negativity won't come back. It doesn't mean that what's going wrong, like magic, will dissipate. No, not right away. It'll just lessen the ferocity of the negativity that's going on in life. So find something to be grateful for. Everybody's life is different, but in your life, there is something, just one thing that could have gone another way, So find one thing and continuously put that thing in the forefront of your mind. And if you have to say it 100 times a day, every day, to wear out what's trying to wear you out, do it. It will work. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much. Now, a second thing that I've learned is a benefit from being grateful. It's not just it quiets the soul from all that's rolling around us. It also helps with forgiveness. And if some of you don't know, I am a life coach, and my niches are family dynamics and forgiveness. When we are grateful during the very, very, very difficult times that we have in forgiving ourselves but mostly others, I've learned that it lessens all of the hurt. It works to help us to see clearly. It gives us clarity. Gratefulness, again, takes our attention to another plane. Now, being grateful doesn't mean I'm grateful that this hurt happened to me, that, I'm now having to forgive someone, excuse someone, pardon someone. I had this discussion with someone on social media the other day with this person, and he was saying, we both know that we have to pardon people and it's so difficult, blah, blah, blah. And we had a very friendly dialogue about that. I said, absolutely. I said, but greater is he that's in us than he that's in the world. So God is helping us do the right thing. God is helping us do what it is that he wants us to do. And in that forgiveness, it doesn't mean that we're excusing anybody. That's God's business, how he deals with, some people want to call it karma, sowing and reaping, what have you. But whatever, that's not our business. It really isn't. Our business is to do what we're responsible for, And so when we find, let me just hop back to this, when we find gratefulness during seasons of having to forgive, it does work to lessen the roaring of all the antics that continue to play over and over, in our mind. And again, I have to say this, and you can go on my sites to see that I've posted it, and I have to keep saying it over and over again. Forgiveness is not excusing bad behavior. Forgiveness is not giving access to individuals who don't take accountability, responsibility for what they've done and continue wanting to harm us with their mess. It's not reentry. It could lead to reentry. It could lead to reconciliation, but it doesn't have to, because we're protecting our peace. Peace over people. When someone doesn't welcome the peace, we have to protect. We don't fix everything, but we are giving thanks in everything. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and 18, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning us. All right, I just saw, I don't know what it looks like on your end, and no one's comment seeing that, that's something looked a little weird there. But just let me know, folks. No one commented, so I guess everything's cool. I've been really trying to work this through, up in the speed. It's just happening last month. I've been doing this for a whole year, and a month ago, the freezing started and little foolery. All right. Yes, Glenda, peace over people, peace over people. Always, always. And the Bible says when you have your peace and you take it to someone and they do not welcome it, take it back. That's scriptural. Take it back. And I talked about that a few episodes ago. Peace is not always welcomed. There are just some people who just want to be where they are with us. And I've talked about that. We are not in control over how people choose to receive us. And we are not here to try to be what everyone wants us to be. That's impossible, and it's insane, and it's just not the way we are designed to live. We have purpose. And we're not for everybody, and everybody's not for us. And we shouldn't be living our lives to try to be a people pleaser. All right. So getting back to the whole gratefulness will not only quiet our soul, but gratefulness will help us in the forgiving process, because forgiveness is a process. It really is. All right. And the third thing I want to jump on, and trust me, there are more benefits, but I only want to do 3 tonight. And the third benefit to being grateful is acknowledging the presence of God, honoring the presence of God. When we are grateful, our mind, as I said earlier, shifts. It shifts, whether it's for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. That's why I believe in continuously being grateful is helpful, because it just keeps shifting. We're retraining the mind. And I've talked about that earlier. We are recreating our world by retraining our mind how to think. And it's all that transforming power that's being placed in us that the Lord gives us when we be intentional about that. So when we become grateful, we are focusing on what God has done. Like what I read that excerpt earlier, things could have been another way. And I know when you rethink over aspects of your life and you look at how things didn't turn out the way you would have liked them to, things have gone south, things have been sour. I know what that's like to be disappointed, to have ambitions blow up in your face and you're like, what just happened? I know what it's like to, be sucker punched in the spirit, not paying attention. I know what it's like to see things dash. I know what it's like to see hard work fizzle out. I know what it's like, but I also know when I look around and I see some other people's lives, I'm not better than them, but I'm grateful that things did not go another way. And so when we start thinking about what could be, what could have been, but God saved us in the process, kept us in the process. We wanted this, we wanted that, but God was protecting us from things that were unseen to us. You ever find out months, years later about situations and God arranges things so that you're in a conversation with someone or you're somewhere and you discover what was happening in other spaces and you were clueless to it. And thank God that you were. God was protecting and keeping you and I. Those are the kinds of things that we ought to be grateful for. And when we are grateful like that, oh, yes. I love it. God is forever reminding us of his presence and his power. And it doesn't always feel like he's there, but he is there. He promised and said he'd never leave us or forsake us. So he is there. We're not alone, maybe lonely, but not alone. So he's always there. And when we become grateful and start thanking him for what didn't happen, what he kept from happening, how he provided, wisdom, not just money. No. Money, health, strength, wisdom, resources, valuable relationships, people with kindred spirits, people who genuinely like us, who get excited about seeing us and being in our presence. There are so many things to thank God for. And as we thank him, we recognize he's never left. He's always been there, backing us, moving us, believing in us because he knows what he put in us. And then we start to honor that. If we stay and rest in that long enough, we start to honor his presence. And then worship happens. And I am telling you, when we start mixing gratefulness with worship, all of the issues, oh my God, my taxes, employment, family matters, my body, my health, all these other things, they may still be there. They may still roar, but their intensity and ferocity does not match the power, the assurance that we're given in the moment or the moments of being grateful and worshiping God. God does something to and through us and in us when we are grateful. We acknowledge him, we honor him, and we become empowered to go another day, empowered to do another stay, wherever that is. All right. Those are just three benefits. There are more. And I would sure like for you to share with me what you've learned about being grateful and what the benefits have been to you. You can just put your little comments, because I'm about to log off, y'all. It's been a long day, but you can put your comments, on the YouTube side where this will be posted later, and that will be great. All right. Well, I hope that this blessed you. Again, I came from my first book, Conversations with the King. And if you would like any of my books, they are available wherever books are sold. You can get a signed copy if you log on to www.stephaniebooks.com. And that's all one word, Stephannie Books. That is not my last name. That's just my handle. All right. And again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button over in YouTube land as I'm trying to build my nation there. Oh, here's some comments. All right. Miss Linda says, thank you, Coach Stephannie, for helping me change my mindset. Your sessions have been priceless. Oh, mwah, 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 mwah. Blessings to you too. Blessings to you as well. And by the way, mentioning sessions, all you have to do again is log on to www.stephaniebooks.com and book a session. All right. See if we're a good fit. Free consultation. All right. All right, everybody. Have a great day in your neck of the woods, Lord willing. I'll be back next month's Monday with whatever the Lord gives me to share. Take care, everybody.